Welcome back to Glen's Aussie Barbecue. Today we are doing lamb ribs on the Kamado Joe Classic. Oh, check those out. There's 4 racks in there. We'll get to them next. First of all, start up our Kamado. Chuck in some pecan and peach wood today. You can use whatever wood you like. I like this combination. Bit more Australian Gidgee charcoal. That's the hardest shit on the planet. You can sharpen your axe with that shit. Alright, chuck some more in there. Dig a little hole in the middle and pop your fire starter in the middle and light that bad boy up. Once we've got that going, oh, there we go, look at this. I use the Australian firelighters, made and distributed in Australia by Australians. And I like to support Australia when I can, especially when I'm cooking on my American Kamado made in China. But that's enough about that. Bit more smoking wood. Divide and conquer rack in, X rack in the roasting position. Now I'll put the deflector plates dirty side down, so that gives that a clean, and it's nice to swap them around and get a nice clean as you go. Now I'm going to point to those deflector plates for a reason I can't remember, but I have no idea what else fucking pointing at. Alright, I'm going to close the dome now, open both top and bottom vents fully until I reach 150 Fahrenheit, then I come back and set my vents. I will show you my vent setting on that later on. These ribs are fantastic, have a look at these. Bloody beautiful. Going to take that silver skin off, give it a bit of a stab there with a butter knife. Now there is a very thin silver skin and there's a real thick son of a bitch. If you take that thick bastard off there, basically your ribs will fall off the meat as you're cooking. It's not really what you want. I like to take the little fine one off, and that's as far as I go because there's other things to do. Tree bark rub, beautiful on lamb. It is quite salty. I like it salty. If you don't like a heavily salted rub, maybe hold back a little bit, but I love it and I go hard on it. Now I do like to add rub on the bone side because I like to gnaw on them like a rabid dog later on, and it's good to have that rub there to just get into it. Now, I like to score my fat cap, just slightly all the way across, and then I flip it and do it in a diamond pattern. This helps that fat break down during the cooking process and looks good. More rub. Like I said, I like going heavy on the rub. Play the piano a bit here and there. That's it. Repeat. Oh, these ribs are so good. Unbelievable. There we go. Tree bark. Oh, nice one, Glen. You forgot to score it. Fucking idiot. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. Now I will put those in the fridge on a plate, covered with Glad wrap until it's time to cook. So now the Kamado is at 150 Celsius. I'm going to chuck those ribs on there. And these are my vent settings. Now keep in mind, we were in the middle of Cyclone Oma when this was going on. So it was quite windy, and I have no gasket on my Kamado, so your vent settings may change. This has been around an hour and 40 minutes. Have a look at them. They look fantastic. Now, you could take them off right now and wrap them and do the next process now if you wanted to, but I want to reduce that fat a little bit more, so I'm going to leave them go a little bit longer. It's personal preference. Oh. Yep, they're proven beautiful here. They're very, very tender, but I'm going to leave them for another 20 minutes or so. And I'm going to come back and have a look at them again, and then I'm probably going to wrap them. Check out that bone. Oh, pullage. Lots of pullage. This has been 2 hours. I'm going to take these off and have a look at these. Oh, stop it. They are just unbelievable. All right, I'm going to wrap them all together in foil, wrap them in a towel, pop them in the esky. You see how that? No, not one rib has fallen out of there. Not one. There's not one. Oh, not one rib fell out during this cook. Perfect. Now I'm going to chuck on my big welding glove and take this grill off and take these deflector plates out. And I can tell you right now, even with that glove on, that is fucking hot. Get it off, get it off, get it off. And yeah, it was hot. Put the grill back on, give them a scrape up, give them a bit of a clean, a bit of a 1-2. And I'm going to open my vents up and I'm going to get this up to around 250 Celsius now for this next sear. Oh yes. Have a look at this. This is like probably 45 minutes later. I was in no hurry because I'm cooking other things at the same time. I'm going to put them fat side down over the open flame, and we're just going to let them sizzle. I want to render that fat down. I want to get a nice char on that fat. Lamb fat's beautiful, but you gotta have that char. You gotta have that rendered down. And oh, what's going on here? I'm going to show you the rest of the cook. On the Big Joe's going over here, I've got Hasselback potatoes, sweet potato, carrots, pumpkin, beetroot, and Hasselback arseholes, which are my favourite thing on the planet. Oh, this is going to be a feast for a king. And why am I showing you this? Well, it's going to be part of my photo at the end, so I better show you that it's part of the barbecue cook as well. Jalapeno poppers, pretty standard, straightforward stuff there, which I actually forgot to put on the board at the end. And by the time I realised the kids were not going to wait any longer, there's a dirty bowl. Don't know why I showed you that. And we go back over to the classic. Check out the main event. Look at those ribs. Not one bone's lost. Oh, I could just watch that all day. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at that sizzle. Oh, look at that fat. That's what you want. Well, that's what I want. That's how I like it. Beautiful. Not one bit of this rib would not be eaten because it's too fatty. Oh, look at that. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. I'm going to take those off now, put them aside, and do some plating up. And we are ready to eat. That's it. We're done. Check that out. That was a feast and a half. Lamb ribs, fantastic. Unbelievable flavours. Love them. Love them to death. Hit like and subscribe if you want to see my next cook, which will probably be just as bad as this one. Check us out on Facebook, glensaussiebarbecue.com, and on Instagram, Glen Itzstein, because I don't know how to change my name on Instagram because it's really weird. I don't understand Instagram one bit. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.